Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Time to get into the weekend. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the KGW television studios, if you will, in Portland, Oregon. Rain to return. That's the big headline. And for some parts of the Northwest, it returns as soon as tomorrow on Saturday. So here's a satellite picture, a big low offshore. You can see a fetch of moisture. Now, this fetch of moisture and a thicker cloud cover and the rain for Oregon is going to hold off until it looks like Sunday afternoon, and then we will see the potential of some rain along the coast. Um, and then eventually this kicks off that return to a much wetter, colder pattern as we get into next week. But the headlines for the weekend. So where you see this low, there is now expected to be some rain moving into Seattle at times tomorrow, Saturday, and again Sunday. Not raining all the time, but there could be a period of rain Saturday, a second period of rain Sunday. As I mentioned, mostly the north coast, maybe down through Tillamook of Oregon, increasing chances that we'll get some rain coming in Sunday afternoon. And then that rain push would come into the Portland, Vancouver area, maybe as early as at the earliest, 5 or 6 o'clock Sunday afternoon into early evening. And then later in the evening and overnight, all the way down through Salem and perhaps even down into Eugene, getting some rain. So this is a bit of a forecast change from what we had talked about, where the rain was maybe not going to be here at times on Monday. But now it looks like, yeah, it's coming in to the coast Sunday PM, Sunday evening into the valley overnight, and some more on Monday. So we'll show you the animations for all of that. Hey, and real quick, a reminder, and I'm going to spend a second just pointing out some things here. A reminder that this Sunday, technically at 2 a.m., we switch from standard time to Pacific Daylight Saving Time. And of course, the old saying, you turn your clocks forward 1 hour, you spring forward 1 hour. So that means, so Saturday, the sun up is 6:35 standard time. So in Portland, Sunday morning, it's going to be roughly 7:37, or excuse me, roughly 7:35, 7:33. The sun will come up Sunday morning. The sun sets Saturday at 6:08, so that means it will be going down roughly at 7:10 Sunday evening. So the big headline for a lot of people is all of a sudden Sunday, we're in daylight saving time, and you notice the evenings will have daylight all the way through the 7 o'clock hour. Now, there is ongoing discussion at this time down in Salem for Oregon lawmakers to decide whether we want to pick a standard time zone and stick with it. So, what I highlighted is, none of these time change options are ideal. All of them have some positives, in my opinion, and some negatives. But if you do go to standard time year round, what we would really lose, if you will, for some people, and I'm one of them, um, are the long summer evenings. Because check this out. So right now we're on daylight time, June 1st. The sun comes up at 5:25. It doesn't go down to 8:52, and eventually by the end of June, the sun is not setting until after 9 p.m. But if we go to standard time, the sun will come up really early on June 1st, 4:25. It would start getting light out before 4 a.m. And the sun would go down at 7:52. And while that's still a nice long evening, you're definitely taking the hour of extra evening daylight and you're putting it into the early morning when most of us, quite frankly, are still asleep. And then if you go to September 1st, which is Labor Day weekend, right now, 6:32 daylight saving time, sun up, but it's still daylight until almost 8 o'clock in the evening, Labor Day weekend. But if we go to standard time, the sun comes up nice and early, 5:32. I like that in the morning, but it goes down even on September 1st before 7. And then as you go through September into the 1st of October, all of a sudden it's getting dark before 6. So the fall becomes very dark, very quick in terms of late day daylight hours. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, well, they don't really care if we're on standard time or daylight time. They simply don't want to change the clocks. All right, that's fair. So, but just keep in mind, this would be impactful. So we'll continue to follow that story to see if this ever gets changed. But for now, this year, we're turning the clocks forward, springing forward this Saturday night into Sunday morning at 2 a.m. Okay. Momentous Wealth Management is the sponsor of this YouTube video. Listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify. You can choose from a library of investment topics that they put out. So Momentous Wealth Podcast, check it out, if you will. Okay, let's get you into the weekend. This is courtesy of KGW TV's Futurecast, and this is tomorrow 5 o'clock at 5:06. And you can see the rain band is offshore, but there is some rain kind of feeding into the Seattle area. Okay. And then let me go ahead and put this in motion if I can. All right, let's play it. Here is, let's see, it backed up on me. It's going to play forward. Stick with it. Here's Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Rain moving up into Seattle. You can see it there. That's the rain chance up in Washington. And then later in the day, if this is correct, the rain for Seattle kind of backs off. But notice we're all dry in Oregon. Here's Sunday morning. More rain approaching Seattle, but all dry in Oregon. Rain clipping Long Beach, though. And then in the afternoon, here's 4:10. There's rain moving into the North Oregon coast. Clouds thickening up in Portland. And then eventually Sunday evening into the overnight into Monday morning, there's some rain coming in. This is kind of the precursor before the main front that now is slowed up. The main front that I'm tracking now does not come in until Wednesday morning. So again, that was a pretty good movie of what to expect for the weekend. Here is, and you can find that and replay it on my KGW Rod Hill Facebook page, by the way. All right, here's the European model. This is the ridging that's giving us a dry Friday. See the contours at 18,000 feet kind of ridging over us. This will also, at least here in Oregon, give us a dry Saturday. But this is showing some rain up in Seattle. We just saw that Saturday afternoon. Okay, but certainly for Oregon, all dry today, all dry Saturday night, all dry into Sunday morning. Let me play this into Sunday afternoon. Now, notice how everything splits. There's a low that drops to our south. There's a weakening trough to our north. This is the increasing clouds Sunday afternoon with a chance of some rain and likely rain up in Seattle. And then that shower chance could linger on Monday. And then we get into Tuesday. The update on the modeling is that Tuesday could start dry and then developing rain during the day. Here's Tuesday at 4 p.m. You're looking at the Nix system, this cold trough developing offshore. I think we will be getting increasing rain during the day ahead of that weather system. And then the front right now, the latest surface front timing into Portland and the Willamette Valley is actually Wednesday morning. So notice Wednesday morning, here we are. Here's the polar jet now pushing up into the Cascades. That's lowering snow levels, likely rain at times Wednesday. The latest snow level on Wednesday starts off at 3,000 feet in the morning and goes down to about 1,500 feet during the day. So that would, Wednesday afternoon, potentially bring some snow to travel over the higher Coast Range passes of Highway 6 and 26 going into Cannon Beach, Seaside, and Astoria. All right, this is Thursday morning, showers lingering, and it still looks like there's another system that comes in during the day on Friday of next week. So here's the American GFS model. This is the surface front, or excuse me, the surface map. And this is Saturday afternoon, showing some rain up in the Puget Sound. The cold front, follow my cursor, is all the way back here with rain in green kind of channeling up ahead of it. So let's play this into Sunday morning. Pardon me. Here's Sunday morning. Again, Western Washington, some rain, but much of Oregon is still offshore. But notice the front is right here. This is midday Sunday, just offshore from Astoria. Certainly a chance of afternoon rain along the north coast. And here we are Sunday at 5 p.m. Now this frontal boundary, follow my cursor, is right here. It's right over Portland. So we've got clouds and a chance of rain as early as 5 p.m. Sunday afternoon into Portland, Vancouver, and then northward up into Seattle. So late day plans Sunday, keep an eye on the forecast, could be in jeopardy. This is not a lot of rain. It's not heavy rain. And we have a pretty good chance of some moisture Monday going through the night into Monday morning. And then Monday during the day, a shower threat. But you see it was kind of a surface high in here. Monday daytime is actually pretty quiet. And then we get into Tuesday morning. Here's Tuesday morning. Here's the next front kind of coming together offshore. It could be dry in the morning. And then I really think this doesn't really show up, but I think there's developing rain during the day on Tuesday. Notice the Nix system developing this low off of the Oregon coast. This is Tuesday at 5 p.m. And then we certainly have heavier rain expected coming into Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday during the day is actually pretty rainy. So during the day, Wednesday, 40, 30, 40, here's a snow level of 2,000 feet potentially by Wednesday mid-afternoon to late afternoon. And then we've got showery precipitation of those snow levels below the Cascade passes on Thursday, 40, 34, 28. Here's a snow level, maybe 1,500 feet Thursday afternoon. It would be lighter, showery precipitation, it looks like, into Friday morning. And then here's Friday. And this is right here is a warm front, more moisture being kicked into us Friday. Snow levels still below Cascade passes, but not that low, down to around 3,000 feet or maybe 2,500 feet at the lowest. Okay. This overall is not as cold and quite frankly, not overall as wet is what I've been tracking the last couple of weeks. And then we get going into Sunday morning. This is Sunday, March 16th. Another front coming in, snow levels near Cascade passes. And I think that's as far as this goes. But you definitely get the idea. Once that front, we get a chance of rain arriving Sunday afternoon. We have rain up in Seattle Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, ongoing threats of some rain, just not as cold as we thought, but certainly snow levels below Cascade passes and pretty active through the following week. So all of that's still a go. Just if we were talking about it was going to be this wet, now it looks like it's that wet. If we're talking about the fact it's going to be that cold or snow levels are going to be that low over the mountains, now they're like that low. So it's a little bit more of a moderate outlook than what we had been looking at. Absolutely. Here's the same model I just showed you, the American GFS. This is rain totals. This is tomorrow, Saturday at 5 p.m., showing some rain just approaching Seattle. Maybe Seattle gets a lot of clouds, but not much rain tomorrow during the day, if this is correct. All dry down in Oregon. And then we played into Sunday morning. Here's Sunday morning, rain western Washington, some light rain around Astoria up into Long Beach, but nothing inland. Here's Sunday afternoon. Now there's a chance of light rain spreading across Kelso, Longview, Vancouver. Chance of light rain arriving as early as about 5 p.m. Sunday afternoon. But you've got afternoon rain at the coast. It's now dropped 2/10 of an inch in Astoria. And you've got a better chance Sunday of rain pushing all the way into Seattle where there could be a 1/10 of an inch of rain. And then we've got the rain overnight into Monday. And then we've got rain picking up Tuesday. And then you've got rain. Let me stop this Wednesday afternoon. This is through Wednesday afternoon. And it shows all total about a half of an inch of rain in Portland, 4/10 down through Seattle, excuse me, down through Salem and Eugene, about a half of an inch of rain down toward Medford, an inch of rain along the southwest coast, 64 100ths to 6/10 of an inch of rain up into Florence, 8/10 in Tillamook, 9/10 in Astoria. And this does show about a half of an inch of rain up in Seattle. This is all total from what starts this weekend for most of us Sunday evening, all the way through Wednesday of next week. So that's some decent rain, but it's not overly soaking, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so that's the update. Beautiful morning, by the way. We've got some cloudiness here in Portland, but look how sunny it is at Timberline and Meadows is up above the clouds. Some cloudiness at pass level at Ski Bowl. Temperatures below freezing up there, 27-31. Dry weekend up on Mount Hood, 1 to 3 inches of snow on Monday. Snow levels 25 to 3,500 feet. 2 to 4 inches of snow picking up during the day on Tuesday with snow levels 4 to 3. And then it's Wednesday that the snow levels drop down to 2,000 feet and lower. I wish, yeah, here's that updated Timberline camera looking off to the east. Boy, nobody's up there. That's the day parking lot this morning. I'm pretty quiet up there, right? Okay. By the way, my Mount Hood snow forecast page, courtesy of the good folks at Hillcrest Ski and Sports in Gresham. All right, let's go around the horn. 39 in Medford this morning. 58 degrees today, 65 Saturday, 64 Sunday, a dry weekend. Chances of rain pick up Monday, and then daytime highs in the 50s on Tuesday and Wednesday. That all makes sense. North Bend, dry weekend. Temperatures in the 50s. You've got some rain Monday, and then you've got the heavier rain along the south coast on Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. Daytime highs around 50 degrees. Okay, all right. Let's go up to Pendleton. 50, well, I wish they'd correct that misspelling. It's an auto feed. I have no control over it. 56 today, a nice weekend, all dry. Low to mid 60s. That's nice weather out in the Columbia Basin. 65 still on Monday. And then rain chances pick up on Tuesday, and then a stronger front bringing likely rain on Wednesday and Thursday. Nothing cold in the midweek. 57 degrees Wednesday out for you folks. Up in Seattle. Here we got the chance of rain both days, Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and then rain at times Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with highs only around 50 degrees. So Seattle all dry on this Friday, but then increasing chances of rain on Saturday. Certainly likely rain eventually moving in during the day on Sunday. Okay. Here's Salem. Nice weekend, 67. Chance of rain late day toward evening. Salem, pretty good bet right now of staying dry through 5 p.m. Sunday, but Sunday evening overnight, you'll be getting into some rain. This shows you could be 67 degrees in Salem on Saturday. That's really nice weather. How warm is Eugene going to be on Saturday? 64. All drier weather for the weekend all the way through as you drop to the south, increasing chances of rain Sunday afternoon as you move up to the north. So Eugene, all dry, and then a chance of rain on Monday or Sunday overnight into Monday. And then you've got low 50s Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday expected. Okay. Here's my Portland 7-day forecast courtesy of Hazelden Tire Pros in Clark County off of the I-5 side. I've got mostly sunny today, but maybe it's going to turn out to be more of a partly sunny day. Even if that's true, we're going to be upper 50s to maybe 60. Saturday, maybe more of a partly sunny, could be mostly sunny. It's going to be somewhere in between, and certainly 60 or better. I've got 64, no rain chance at all. Sunday morning is dry, increasing clouds during the day. Chance of rain as early as Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. Certainly some rain Sunday evening into the overnight. I think it's dry Sunday long enough that even with the increasing clouds, we're still going to hit 60, maybe 63. And then it's cooling down on Monday with some light rain, but Monday probably has lots of dry time as well, 56. Rain picks up during the day Tuesday, rainy Wednesday, highs only around 50, showers on Thursday, only about 48. Again, Thursday potentially has a snow level of around 1,500 feet in the Cascades. All right, that is your update. Probably check in with you on Sunday. We'll have the latest on the rain track as we get going into Sunday night and the first part of next week. For now, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. It helps me out. You'll be notified when I post, and I'll talk to you soon.